According to the writers of She-Hulk, embarrassment is how you win court cases. G'day, welcome to the Nerdy Dad channel. Let's talk about the 5th episode of She-Hulk, Mean, Green and Straightforward into These Jeans, which was directed by Anu Valia. I am going to talk about what happens in the episode, so there's your spoiler warning. As we found out at the end of last week's episode, Titania decides to get revenge on She-Hulk by trademarking the name She-Hulk. Ingenious. Very much a bitch move, but ingenious. Apart from a few references here and there, this show appears to have ditched the superhero genre altogether, and it's gone, to use Jen's words from the first episode, complete lawyer show. That being the case, how's everyone else enjoying the show? Look, let's have a discussion about it in the comments. I have to admit, just speaking for myself, I haven't enjoyed the last 2 episodes anywhere near as much as I enjoyed the first 3. Look, in this episode, Jen tries so hard not to care about losing the She-Hulk name, but eventually it impacts her work. As we're told back in episode 2, She-Hulk was hired to be the face of GLK&H's Superhuman Law Division, and her boss forces her to do something about it. Look, according to this series, embarrassing yourself seems to be the way to win a court case. It worked for Dennis against the shape-shifting elf back in episode 3, and I have to say, I found that case infinitely more enjoyable than this one. And this week, it was Jen's turn to embarrass herself in the case against Titania by proving that she used the name She-Hulk and parading out the dates she'd had in episode 4. I have to admit, I didn't think the dating montage from last week had any purpose other than to show us that whether it's Jen or She-Hulk, our protagonist didn't have the best of luck with dating. But it has cropped up again this week to help her win the case against Titania. And another thing that cropped back up was Jen's cousin, Ched. Look, as far as Jen's family appearances go, I preferred Jen's dad popping up last week. But I have to say, I do like that we continue to see her family, especially the family that aren't Bruce, to keep her more grounded. Not that this week's episode needed to be more grounded. We have 2 superpowered individuals, although one is clearly more superpowered than the other. And they're duking it out in court, but to me, it's not even in a fun way. I was all up for the superhero court cases when the show was announced. Trademarking of superhero names is not the type of case I thought we were in for, because quite frankly, there's trademark cases in real life, and it's not much fun. Look, I like the Blonsky parole hearing. I like the shape-shifting elf case. Look, if we're going to get more superhero legal drama, we need the cases themselves to be more interesting. On the other side of things, if this is to be a superhero show, we need to find out what the go is with the Wrecking Crew's employer. Finding out what happened to Bruce feels like it can happen in another movie or a TV show somewhere down the line. Further adventures with Blonsky? Likewise. The Wrecking Crew going after She-Hulk's blood? That feels like something that needs to be explored here in this series. There are 4 episodes left to go, so that's plenty of time. But I'd like to see that thread explored again next week. Speaking of next week, given that I didn't really enjoy this week so much, that dangling thread about the Wrecking Crew's boss is one of the things that's keeping me coming back next week. Another is the tease at the end of this week's episode, reminding us that another superhero lawyer, Matt Murdock, is going to make an appearance on the show. I don't know if it's coming next week. Again, there are 4 episodes left, but it's something I'm really looking forward to. But I hope they treat his character better than Wong is. Sorry, I mean Wong, Master of the Mystic Arts and Sorcerer Supreme. Well, that was a short, snappy review this week, but it was a short, snappy episode as well. Look, for the first time in the series, there's no post-credit scene to talk about. Please like this video, subscribe, and feel free to say hi in the comments. This is the Nerdy Dad, signing off.